Welcome to the show, Santosh.
Thank you for having me, RCG.
So I'd like to start with your academic life. Where you started?
So I did a pharmacy degree. It was called Bachelor in Pharmaceutical Science in India. Then I came to the UK to do MSc in drug chemistry. Then I did a Ph.D. in medicinal chemistry, and now I am a research associate at the chemistry department in University of Cambridge, working in the field of DNA quadruplexes to discover cancer drugs.
I know we're going to cover that part in later in the show.
In school and college, I was always interested by chemistry and biology, so I wanted to do something which is in the interface of chemistry and biology.
So was it fascinated subject at that time?
At that time, there weren't many people who could advise me on this matter, because if you're from our part of the world, you know that people are mostly focused on being a doctor or an engineer.
Do you suggest to study medicinal chemistry to do drug discovery?
Not necessarily. I mean, if you are interested in chemistry like I was, medicinal chemistry is the right subject.
In Cambridge University, you are also working with Professor Shankar Balasubramaniam. How's your experience with him? He is a very profound scientist and professor.
I mean, it has been amazing. He has been a true great mentor.
How is the medicinal chemistry is different from clinical science?
So medicinal chemistry mainly deals with discovering medicines, and it also deals with discovering chemical tools to understand biology. That's another aspect of medicinal chemistry. Whereas clinical science that deals directly with the patients.
What are you currently researching on? Can you tell me about how your research is going to support the cancer treatment?
I currently work on DNA secondary structures called DNA G quadruplexes. Basically, when we were in school, we learned that DNA exists as double helix, that two strands of DNA run close to each other. But what we and others in the field have found is that DNA not only exists as a double helical structure, it also can exist in many other structures, and one of that structures is DNA G quadruplexes, which is basically 4 strands of DNA. And we and others in the field have found that DNA G quadruplexes are really important in several biological processes, and they are important in mechanisms that drive cancer growth and progression. Medicinal chemistry, if you are very interested in chemistry, organic synthesis, and also drug discovery, then I would say go and study medicinal chemistry.
There is sort of misconception about the people that if you study pharmaceutical science, you are supposed to sell the drugs. What's your thoughts on this?
You put it rightly, I think. In Nepal and in India, if you study pharmacy, people generally think all you do is sell drugs.
So what's the cultural difference working at Cambridge than any other university?
What I've noticed is, at least in the lab where I'm working in Cambridge at the moment, there's much more academic freedom.
Other part of the conversation, is it possible to do drug discovery research, especially in the least developed or developing country like Nepal?
It is possible,
but it's expensive.
It's very expensive.
Do you have any suggestion for those students who are planning to do pharmaceutical science? Thank you very much.
It has been a pleasure. Thank you for having me in your show, RC.